Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of Let's Play Daxter on the PSP. In the last part we had a nap. Then there was a parody on the Matrix, so that was very... And now Daxter's doing a headstand. So let's just, now that we've had a nap and we're refreshed, let's see what Osmos wants us to do next.
I just got a call from the bar, Daxter. Oh, some kind of mechanical problem. Oh, I know, I don't need to give you directions. Oh, and my son left his scooter outside. Go ahead and use it.
Not a drunk. I want to defend Daxter on this one. He's not a drunk. He doesn't have the money to drink that much. He's far too poor. This is the first job he's had in ever. This is the first job he's ever had. He can't afford to be an alcoholic on no salary. There's no job seeker's allowance in the Haven City, probably. I don't know. Well, either way, we're already here because now we can actually ride scooters, or this little scooter, which sounds horrible. It sounds really bad, so we probably won't be using it that much. We can hijack vehicles, I believe, but I'm not going to try now. I think we can. At some point we can. Either way, we're at the bar, so there's a person.
Dry your tears, gorgeous. I have returned.
Well, Bug Boy, I see that you're still breathing.
Alive and kicking. Kicking butt, that is.
Yeah, great. Well, you might as well have this. It's a little modification for that sprayer pack.
Sweet! What's it do?
Pressure boost. Try it out. Oh, this should be amusing.
Oh, I can handle the pressure, baby. Ah!
I actually hadn't thought of that. Oh, by the way, it only lasts a few seconds.
Just keep the drinks on ice, baby. I'll be back before you know it.
So that's right, we now have an upgrade to this, and that was it. But we'll try out a bit more once we actually have talked to the barmaid to get our mission for this part.
Daxter, never thought I'd actually be glad to see you. Anyway, I've lost pressure at the taps and the valves need to be reset. Trouble is, nobody's been down there in months. I know you don't need any more motivation than that.
I don't know what she means by that. First of all, rude about the first part. That wasn't cool. I'm glad to never see you. I didn't mean to talk to her again. I'm very offended by her words. I don't want to hear that one more time. Yeah, first of all, why did she have to say that? That's mean. Daxter's a very... Well, he's not likeable. He's not really that funny, and he's just kind of around. And you know what? She makes a lot of good points. But I don't know what the last part meant. Like, oh, the taps are broken. Not that you need any motivation. Like, what does that mean? Does Daxter like emptying barrels? Again, is it another alcoholic slam? Because that's not cool. Can't just go around calling people alcoholics. So right, so this is the brewery level. So we got 50 precursor orbs to collect and 35 orbs to pick up as well. So this level's it's not really that long, but the levels throughout the game get longer and longer as they kind of expand, and there's just kind of more to them. So this level is a little bit longer than the last few that we've done, especially Breezy Valley, because that didn't take long at all. So the thing you want to remember with this game is that you can crouch like this. It's something like easily forgotten, and I know it's only part 4, so me saying don't forget you can crawl probably didn't need to be said, but it's very easy to forget. It's something that you don't really use that much, but it's like, you don't use it that much that you're always going to think of it, but then you don't use it enough where it's a key part of the game. It's very odd. So yeah, so we now have this upgrade for this. So the first thing we can do is, fire. Fire good. Fire indeed hot. And then we can also just hover like this. There we go. So you can only do that for a few seconds, so you gotta just, when you hit it, then that means you're about to fall. You get very little warning that you're about to fall, so there we go. Not that long at all, so you can't kind of go across large gaps. I guess they limited it so you couldn't cheat, couldn't just avoid all the platforming. Although you don't get that much gas anyway. So I don't know why they kind of had to limit it. So yeah, so now we actually do have to use the gas quite a lot. Before it was just like an extra, if you wanted to stun an enemy in combat, you had it, and that was pretty cool. But now it actually becomes a core part of the game. And we get other upgrades for this later on in the game as well. So yeah, this is actually the main thing that Daxter uses. Which is why I think the story kind of makes, like, the reason why the story hasn't actually gone towards the direction of, oh, we should probably save Jack, is because I think they wanted Daxter to have all these bug catching devices, so he actually had some weapons, and I think using this whole bug catching thing was a way of them doing that. That's just my guess, I don't know that for sure, but I would just say that it's like, okay, we want Daxter to have all these different weapons, but why would he have all these different weapons? It's Daxter. And then it's just like, well, here's a thought, guys. Why don't we have him join a bug catching agency, and later down the road we can do the important story. And then that's just what they went up, you know, they just went with. Nobody had any better ideas. But it's fine. I mean, it means we get all this kind of cool, oh god, cool stuff. Yeah, so when we're hovering like this, then we can use the flames to get a little bit higher, which is nice. Although I can't quite get that precursor orb. It's right, there we go, boom. And then we have to go up here. Oh no, I already messed this up. This took me forever when I first played this game. There's a precursor orb right around this corner, and for some reason I always struggled with it. It's not really that difficult at all. We just first of all have to wait for the green orbs to respawn. Just any second. Okay, no, there we go, that one respawned. Where's the other ones then? Right, I think I have to go around the corner, wait, and then... No? I guess there wasn't any to begin with. That's odd. I'm sure there was some. Yeah, you just gotta catch these, because the whole point is that when you're hovering in the air, if you catch more gas... I don't want to call it gas, because really it is like a power-up, and it makes it seem, you know, a little childish and silly by calling it gas all the time, your main power-up. Oh yeah, you gotta have gas. Makes me come across as a little immature. Or maybe me pointing that out is the immature part, I don't know. But anyway, the gas, as I was saying, I want to say power-up, but it's not. That would be a little too generous to what is essentially gas. So yeah, if you catch, or if you collect more of it, then your times reset. So we'll see it later where we have sections where we got to get across a large gap and we got to hover and it takes some time, and you know the standard hover affair that I'm sure you watching as a gamer must have seen before in a game. So also with those precursor orbs, we're going to see another section where there's like precursor orbs in the air that you have to hover and get. Actually, I think it's right here. Right, quick check the precursor orbs, I think we're good. Yeah, it's right here. But you got to jump up here and hover, but with the precursor orbs, because when you die, because there's a big pit down there, when you die, you keep your precursor orbs. So if you get stuck on any of those sections, just let yourself die, just do it multiple times. Because you do have to go out of your way to collect the precursor orbs, but then there's no penalty for catching them, because when you die you just respawn at the very same place. And you've already collected the orb, so it's kind of completely fine. It's not like the star coins in Mario or Mario Bros. Wii, or New Super Mario Bros. I guess I should say, where the whole point is that if you die, then you got to get it without dying. But in Daxter, you just got to get it. That's the whole point. I mean, with the precursor orbs, it's mostly about them just being hidden anyway. So if you find them, then good on you. You kind of deserve them. The one place that you might miss precursor orbs is on the shelves. Oh, I'm trying to find, like, these shelves up here. Like, sometimes they're hidden up there, because that's something I'm not a big fan of when they're hiding the precursor orbs. Like, they can hide them in there we go, right there. That container was not big enough to hold a precursor orb. It just wasn't. So, you know, your intuition would say there's not going to be anything in there, but then you smash it open and boom, there comes a little mysterious egg. It's like, what? Why? Alright, so we've got this new enemy here, which is just a tougher metal head. I don't know the name of these things. Maybe on the internet there's a list. I'll have a look. In between parts I'll have a look, see if there's a list, because I think there's a list for all the older Jack games. I just don't know if Daxter's was big enough for them to bother giving their enemies names. And I don't think I have a manual for this game, because I brought it second hand, because I didn't have a PSP when this game came out, so I only brought this game this year actually, which is pretty good. I mean, you gotta give it to this game. Like, it does still hold up to some degree, because I was able to just... Daxter, just don't fight me on this. Yeah, gotta give it to this game. I was able to play it this year and actually really enjoy it. You wouldn't, or personally, I wouldn't think of that of most PSP games. I think handheld games in general have a bad time when it comes to aging well, because they're just kind of old. It's like the main attraction of a handheld game at the time is that, oh look, you can take it on the go. It's not as good as console gaming, and the graphics aren't as good, and it's a lot more simple. But hey, it's on the go. But then down the road, you kind of look at it a bit harsher, because now you've got a more updated device or handheld that has better graphics. So when you look back at these, it's like, why did I ever put up with it? A little bit like Super Mario Land. Not that that game's bad, but it's still like, people only kind of tolerated it or put up with it because it was like Mario on the go. And that was about it. But this one holds up just fine, really. No complaints. Yeah, so with those big metal hits, what I was trying to say is that all you got to do is just wail on them. I mean, that's it. That's the strategy. Because if they hit you, they actually take away 2 bits of health for no real reason. I guess they're bigger, so they do more damage. So they can kill you actually pretty quickly if you're not careful. So just make sure you hit them quickly and be careful. Oh, all good advice from me. And also with these vents right here, don't try and jump over them. You can jump over them. You will get over them. It won't be too much of a hassle, but it's just easier to hover. Because now that we've got this hover thing, it's something you should just be using all the time. Don't kill me. Don't you dare. Don't you even... Don't... There we go. Thanks for the help. See, you can now see what I mean. It's so easy for the enemies to take away health from you. I wouldn't really say it's cheap. I mean, Jak 2 is something that I have already described in the past as being kind of cheap with the enemies. But that's just... With this game, I wouldn't really say that's the case. Because you can just stun them, so it kind of still is your own fault. There's never too many enemies at one time that you have to fight. So I wouldn't describe this game as cheap. And this game also builds upon itself with the combat a little bit better. Like later on, we probably won't even use the fly swatter, or whatever it's meant to be called, that much. So, there we go. So for this section, you just gotta do this, really. There we go. What I just did. I know this might sound weird, me trying to like commentate being like, this is what you're meant to do, because I'm just kind of naturally doing it, because I've played this before, but like, when I first played this game, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't think to do. You know, like, I did just die when I first tried that section, because I just thought, right, I'll go to those ones, and then it'll be fine. But no, you gotta go to the lower platform, then the higher platform, which again is an obvious point, but... something I just missed. I don't know. Oh god, oh god. Didn't see that there. Can you see why? Oh dear. I was just saying, it's like, oh, I make it all look so natural. Oh, you guys must think I'm just being redundant. Oh, I just do so well at these games, but and I have to go and prove myself wrong. Oh well. God, these bloody things. Yeah, again with these, like, I think with like most enemies in the game, it's just be quick. That's all it is. And here's something that's odd. Can't smash those. You can smash like every other kind of pot and vase or whatever that's supposed to be. This is a brewery, so I hope that's wine. That's the thing that it looks most like, but I don't know why you would keep it like that. Is there something down there? No, just some steam. But you just can't break those. Because your instinct in this level should be, there's something on a shelf, smash it. Because that's where health and precursor orbs are, but nope. So, again, I've already talked about the music in this game, but I've got to point out the music in this level. It's great! Again, it's the exact same as the music before in other levels, where it's like, they wrote it and then they were like, right, so what levels are we actually going to be using? Like, it kind of fits, but it reminds me more of something from Banjo-Tooie. Not Banjo-Kazooie, more Banjo-Tooie. Oh, here's something you can do as well, just burn them. There we go. He's now black and dead. How sad. Yeah, it just reminds me more Banjo-Tooie And also the Harry Potter Philosopher's Stone game. Like, shouldn't this music be in a Harry Potter game? Like, that's what it feels like it should be in. But then again, it just kind of works in this game. I don't have anything bad to say about the music. It just still works, which is so odd, because it just shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And I don't know why there's an extra flame up there. It kind of makes me think that there's something hidden in this room, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Because you can use this, you can't use that flame. You just use this flame. Maybe there is something hidden. I don't know. I just don't know. So here's one of the gems that you can miss. Oh god. Give me health? No. Really need some health. Yeah, here's one of the gems you can miss, because we got 34, and you're meant to go up here. But if you go up there, then you miss out on this guy. So that's the only real one that I think is missable in this level. Otherwise, naturally playing this game, you're gonna get all the gems. Unless, I mean, there's a couple of pits that you don't have to fall into, I guess. I mean, that's kind of about it. But yeah, all the gems in this level are pretty easy to find. No real problems. And I'm climbing up here because I'm trying to figure out what the point in that is. I don't know why they let you climb up there. Maybe this is a shortcut. Because the way you're meant to go is to climb up on the boiler. Because we're now in the boiler room, but it's just this up there. Which is really odd. But seeing how when I played this level before I didn't get all the precursor orbs, it kind of makes me think maybe there's some precursor orbs hidden around here. But another point I think, no, I haven't really made this point, but it's something else I really like about this game, is that this is quite a standard theme once again. Construction site, standard theme, but they put in the effort, it was great. Same thing with this, they really just put in the effort with all the art style. Because that's all you really need when it comes to designing levels in a platform game. You can use boring themes like, oh, a brewery. Actually, you know what? A brewery isn't that boring of a theme. It's quite an interesting one. But it still is ultimately just a cellar. It's just like a basement. But they just put so much effort in, like all these pipes. Why are these pipes like this? Why is it going up like that? Why is this all so weird? Like, it's just odd looking design and odd looking style, but it like really suits Jack and Daxter, and it just works really well. I just really like it. I think it's really cool. So even though we are just exploring a cellar, it's like, well, they took the time. That's for sure, they really took the time. Alright, no more precursor orbs, so we can just move on. But yeah, as you can see, we're right towards the end of the level, but this is where the levels do start becoming a bit more complex. Like, with the construction site one, pretty standard level. Hotel, not that interesting. But this one, now we got different like gameplay mechanics to mess around with a bit more. And so, this was also the level where I was started to be reminded of older PS1 platformers, because this looks exactly like the plum machine bit in Rayman 2. Like right towards the beginning where you got to pick up the plum and then walk towards it, and then when a bomb comes towards you, you got to throw it in the air and then lob it at the thing. And look, we even got like plum juice. I mean, I know it's wine, I think. There's no beer here for some reason, that's a little odd. But yeah, it reminds me exactly like that. But now we have this. Match the buttons. A bit like the Matrix one, but or the Matrix minigame, but a little different. We just gotta, whenever the thing turns, or the dial turns red, oh, I messed up. Whenever the dial turns red, you just gotta hit the correct button.
Be careful, Daxter. Opening a valve at the wrong time will cause the whole machine to overheat. Wait until the red light flashes to press the button.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So there's two ways of messing this up. You either press the wrong button, so you got to be careful to press the right one, or you just don't press it in time. And it's kind of a little tricky. This isn't that hard, but you do have to concentrate, because they are quite relentless with making all these dials go red. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, you've got to actually concentrate for this. It's not even that... I want to say it's not even that difficult, but I'll wait until I beat it to make that statement. Because the problem with this is that you can't, like, memorize a pattern. You just got to react. It's all just reacting on seeing red and then pressing the button. And because you just got to press the button in the right direction... That was right! How was that not right? I mean, it was down.
Don't let the pressure pressure get too high.
I don't need the pressure to get high. Busy. I'm busy. Right, this time I'm concentrating. Wasted enough time on this. It's really not that difficult. I just gotta talk and play at the same time. And when you have 8 different options to press, it makes it a little tricky. But again, I can't really say it's easy until I've done it. But it's not honestly that bad. Right, almost done. Almost done. There we go. Yeah, you can't remember the pattern because it's also just random which ones appear too. So when I first saw that section, I was kind of a bit like, oh no, she's going to say something, isn't she? There we go.
Good work, my orange friend. Back in business.
Racist. But yeah, when I first saw that section, I was like, well, that's a little lame. You're just kind of pushing buttons. But I guess it's fine. I mean, I just played a whole platforming level that was good, and I liked the music, and we can now hover. So for me to complain at just a press the buttons in the right order minigame, it's being a little picky. And Jack 2 had them as well, although I don't think that's an argument, a positive argument, really. So we didn't actually get all the precursor orbs, in case you're wondering. I know, so close. We've got another one right here when we jump across. Hold on, maybe if I can... Let's have a quick look. Maybe there is more down there. I know. No? No, that's it. Yeah, we didn't get all the precursor orbs. I don't know where the last ones are. I do apologise. I really do. But that's the mission complete, so now let's talk to the barmaid again. See if she says anything else insulting.
Say, there was a worker in here a minute ago from the transit system down the street. Said there were some bugs chewing through electrical wires. Be careful, though. He looked like he needed a drink.
I don't know why she has a drink in that cutscene. There's no point in her drinking then. She just kind of, I guess she says the word drink, so she's just like, drink? I gotta have a drink, I gotta have a drink, I gotta, and then she just has one, and then she like stares at you really intensely. You're an odd one, barmaid. You're an odd one. Shine on, you crazy diamond, that's what I say. So with that, that's that mission complete. So as she says, we've got to now go help out a guy who's, again, another alcoholic. So many... Ooh, actually, is this where the last... Ooh! Oh, there's only one. But there's the other two! Oh, I didn't even know! See, it's a bit like the hotel where you really have to actually explore the lobby of the level. I had no idea! Oh, there we go, got 100% in the level, that's pretty cool. So now that we're riding on a high, next time in Let's Play Daxter, we will go and see what the electrician guy wants. Probably for us to kill some bugs. But he probably won't imply we're an alcoholic. So, I've been on Some23, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.